Silence. It's often perceived as empty, a void waiting to be filled. But what if I told you that silence holds immense power? It might seem paradoxical, but sometimes saying nothing speaks volumes. Silence can be a potent tool for communication, connection, and introspection. It's a language we all understand, even without a single word being uttered. We live in a world that prizes constant communication. We are encouraged to express ourselves, to make our voices heard. While there is certainly a time and place for speaking up, we must also recognize the importance of silence. In a world saturated with noise, silence offers a sanctuary, a space for reflection and deeper understanding. By embracing silence, we open ourselves up to a world of unspoken communication and profound connection. The next time you feel compelled to fill a silence, pause. Ask yourself if words are truly necessary in that moment. You might be surprised by the power and eloquence of simply being present in the quiet. Embrace the unspoken language of silence. You might find that it speaks louder than any words ever could. Words, while powerful tools for communication, can sometimes lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. They can be misinterpreted, misused, or simply fail to convey the depth of what we truly feel. In the heat of an argument, words can escalate a situation, creating further distance between individuals. Instead of fostering understanding, hasty words can build walls of resentment and anger. Consider a scenario where a friend is sharing their struggles. They are feeling vulnerable and unsure. You might be tempted to offer advice, but sometimes the most helpful response is simply to listen. Offering unsolicited advice can sometimes make the other person feel unheard or misunderstood. In such moments, silence can be more powerful than any words of wisdom we could offer. When we choose to remain silent, we create space for the other person to feel heard and validated. Our silence becomes a gesture of empathy, acknowledging their pain and offering comfort without judgment. It allows them to process their emotions and find their own path toward resolution. Silence is not merely the absence of sound. It's a space pregnant with possibilities, a fertile ground for deeper understanding. When we quiet our minds and truly listen, we open ourselves up to perspectives beyond our own. In the stillness, we can hear the subtle nuances of tone and inflection, and we become more attuned to the emotions behind the words. Imagine sitting across from a loved one, sharing a moment of comfortable silence. No words are exchanged, yet there's a sense of profound connection and understanding. This is the power of silence to foster intimacy and closeness. It's in these quiet moments that we often feel most seen and understood. Silence also allows us to connect more deeply with ourselves. In the absence of external noise and distractions, we can hear the whispers of our own thoughts and feelings. This inner dialogue is essential for self-reflection, growth, and cultivating a strong sense of self-awareness. Silence can be an act of profound compassion. When we encounter someone who is grieving, words can feel hollow and inadequate. In those moments, offering our silent presence can be the greatest gift we can give. Our quietude communicates a depth of understanding and empathy that words often fail to convey. Think about a time when you were going through a difficult experience. Did you crave advice, or did you simply want someone to listen without judgment? Often, it's the latter. When we offer our silent presence to someone in need, we create a safe space for them to process their emotions and feel supported. Silence can also be a sign of respect. In many cultures, silence is observed during moments of prayer, meditation, or remembrance. This respectful silence allows individuals to connect with something greater than themselves, to reflect on the solemnity of the occasion. In a world that often equates speaking with power, choosing silence can be a radical act. It requires courage to resist the urge to fill every silence with words, to simply be present with ourselves and others. Yet, it is in these moments of quiet contemplation that we often find the most profound insights and connections. Challenge yourself to embrace silence in your daily life. Practice active listening, paying attention not just to the words being spoken, but also to the unspoken cues and emotions. Notice how silence can enhance your relationships, deepen your understanding of yourself, and create a sense of peace and tranquility in your life. Remember, silence is not about shutting down communication. It's about choosing to communicate with intention and mindfulness. It's about recognizing that sometimes the most powerful message is the one left unspoken.